I've got a few things that need to be said this week, but first...
We're worrying about, this is what the internet us.
That's true.
This is why we have retards walking around believing everything. We can't wait till the Kennedy report comes out. Well, how is it going to make a difference in your world? It's like these idiots with the Epstein list. How is it going to make a difference in your world if Tom Hanks is on that list?
I'll tell you.
Do you not have to go to work tomorrow? Do you have to do all the same? That doesn't matter to me. I don't give a who's on the Epstein list. I don't give a who went to Diddy's house. It's got nothing to do with me. But in today's world, because of the internet, it makes us think it's got something to do with us. It had nothing to do with me, man.
It's a show. That's what it is.
What the show? I don't want to watch that show.
Hey everybody, your resident man in black is back again for a new edition of the best kept secret in the conservative movement right here on MRC-TV. I'm Nick Kangadis. Really quick, head on over to Rumble, subscribe to our channel, and hit that like button. And no matter where you watch our videos, please share, like, and don't be afraid to leave a comment. I actually read what you guys have to say, and I occasionally respond, so don't be shy. Now, on with the show. Folks, the point of the show this week is to point out how pointless those in the establishment propaganda media in Washington, D.C., whether they're a politician of any party, a lobbyist, or an activist, are in the grand scheme of things in your life. Let's get some things out of the way first. These are things that need to be said loudly and clearly.
And here we go.
Number one, if you are in this country illegally, I don't care what your sob story is, how inhumane the media thinks deportation of criminals might be, or how many protests retard activists like AOC hold.
Legal asylees are not charged with any crime.
When you're into the country illegally, it's violation 8 United States Code 1325.
Seeking asylum is legal.
If you want to seek asylum and go through the port of entry, do it the legal way. The Attorney General of the United States has made that clear.
Okay.
I just don't care. Maybe if you didn't break the law in the first place, this wouldn't be a problem. You know who really hates illegal criminal invaders? Immigrants that came here legally. But that's a topic for another day. I don't care. Get out. You want to call me a Nazi? You want to call me a racist? Go right ahead. You've overused those words so often that they don't mean anything anymore. Maybe it's so that when the left is discovered as the eugenicists and global domination puppets that they are, accurately being called Nazis won't carry the weight it once did. The bottom line on immigration, the deportations aren't happening fast enough for me. Number two, lower my bills, utilities, grocery bills, gasoline, and food in general. Am I the only one still tired of counting my pennies every single paycheck so I know where my next meal is coming from? And look, I know it doesn't look like I miss a meal, but I digress. Look, I know this might not be my most popular take, but I'm not here to be popular. I'm here to tell you the truth about real life, not this pretend world where politicians promise to make things better and the legacy media keeps you in a panic at all times so that the pharmaceutical industry keeps getting fresh, legal drug takers and returning customers. Too real? Or is it simply the truth?
He ain't lying.
Number three, in general, the media, all of them, can kiss my I'm not the polished turd they look for on their channels because I won't just repeat talking points, wear suits that I know I look uncomfortable in, and sell out and lose my integrity just for bigger and bigger paychecks.
Don't sell out.
Putting all that aside, I'm not going to name any names or outlets specifically, but when someone asks me which outlets lie the most, my typical response is yes. When I'm asked what news outlets I watch, I tell them none. And when they ask how I can do what I do and not watch the news, save for the few clips I see on social media that I use to show all of you how the circus clowns dance, I say that I do what I do and don't watch the news because I want to stay informed, not controlled.
that he can actually control exactly what people think, and that is our job.
The establishment propaganda media are full of sellouts. From Geraldo Rivera to Allison Camerata to Bill Kristol to David French to Caitlin Collins. These people will write and say whatever for the biggest bidder.
The more money they got, the more miserable they are. I don't see the point. Because they forget about being happy. They just think about money. And that's all they got. And that's a sad thing to have, a pile of money and nothing else. What are you going to do, eat it, sleep with it?
But they're not as bad as the Rachel Maddows, Jake Tappers, Anderson Coopers, George Stephanopoulos, and David Weirs, and so on. The people I just mentioned were trained to be the cycling bears they portray on TV.
How do they teach a bear how to ride a bike? They said it's easy. They nail his feet to the pedals and they beat the shit out of him.
They've been conditioned and designed not to lie to you directly, but to mis- and disinform you so that you're in the constant state of panic I talked about a little bit ago. And finally, number 4. I have more, but I'm only going to take up so much of your time today. But these activists, activists, they can't even spell the word. That's how supremely dumb these people are. Once upon a time, about 7-8 years ago, yours truly went out and covered every protest we could find. Some were bigger and some were smaller. Like no one was there because it might have rained a week earlier. Anyway, these people are the most confident, stupid people you ever want to meet. They all have a cause. And when you ask them about the specifics, they have no clue other than you're a bigot for not blindly going along with their bullshit. It doesn't matter if it's about abortion, women's rights, climate change, free speech, the Second Amendment, or even plastic straws. If you ask them about it, you're a Nazi.
Knock, knock. Who's there? We will ask the questions.
Let's not sugarcoat it. These are the dumbest among us. Some of them might actually mean well, but their methods are full of hate. So it makes me not give one crap whether they're genuine about whatever it is or not.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
Let me tell you something.
We don't care.
I'll just give you a little taste of my travels from years past to give you at least a little more comedy this week.
As we've seen over the last month or so, there have been a lot of riots, there's been a lot of looting.
No, there have not. There has
Rioters and looters have taken over cities.
There have been a couple of rioters and a couple of looters, but if you look at every city in this
Only a couple of people took down the entire city of Minneapolis.
They didn't take down the city. Almost all of them were peaceful protesters.
The entire city was on fire.
The entire city was not. Were you in Minneapolis?
Were you?
No.
People from the Middle East especially were very, very carefully vetted for months and months.
Well, then I guess my last question would be, how come nobody was upset about it when Obama deported more people than anybody in the history of the United States?
I don't know.
Because he deported 3 million people during his presidency. He's actually, one of his nicknames is the deporter-in-chief.
Yeah. Well,
why weren't people upset then?
I don't know.
The NRA, which would more properly be called the Nazi Rifle Association.
In all fairness, didn't the Nazis take away all the guns of the German people before they infiltrated other countries?
I'm not here to speak on the question of gun control. I'm here to speak on the question of a call to arms.
We saw Debbie Wasserman Schultz, who turned us down for an interview completely. As soon as she heard MRC-TV, she wanted no part of it. None of the women here wanted to talk to us, and you would think they'd want to get their message out, but clearly they don't. They saw one look at a disgusting man, and they just couldn't handle it.
Hopefully, most of you understood what I was going for with the clip of what Joey Coco Diaz said at the top. We need to hold people accountable, but we have to hope that the people we elect do it. Other than that, we need to begin treating the media, criminals, others in the DC swamp, and activists the same way. It's mind over matter. We don't mind because they don't matter. We give them the power by being so outraged all the time. Let's go back to mocking, ridiculing, and shaming people who deserve it. Why get ourselves so worked up over the idiocy of lesser people? And you don't have to like it. It's simply the truth. So, am I going to have to dodge arrows from all sides this week? Or were these simply things that needed to be said? Let me know what you think in the comments, where I do read most and reply to some. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel on Rumble and hit that like button. If you liked this video, don't forget to share, comment, and give it a thumbs up. Those are the best ways to help these videos reach more people, and it's the best way to let us know you want us to keep these videos coming. Subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell so that YouTube might actually let you know when MRC-TV comes out with a new video, if they haven't censored it or taken it down yet. Like us on Facebook, check out more of our work at MRCTV.org, and if you want to support our content and the conservative movement, head on over to MRC.org/donate to help us out, since we're a nonprofit and couldn't do what we do without all of you. For MRC TV, I'm Nick Kangadis.